Hey, what's going on, guys? We are back. So, we're just about ready to go into the trading deadline to see if we can do some trades. I do have a couple of trades in mind that I may want to do that'll ultimately help out our team in the long run. But right now we're 40, 19, and 8, so we have a pretty good run right now, going in with only a couple games left in the season. Maybe we can hit 50 wins. I don't know if we can win the President's Trophy or not. Maybe if the Islanders and the Maple Leafs have a bad run at the end, maybe we could jump up and win the Presidents again. I don't know, but the Islanders are looking pretty good this year. But while I was off camera, I decided to trade away a lot of the guys who I didn't even sign to get a lot of fourth round picks, and then I used those fourth round picks to get a bunch of third round picks. So I think I have like 5 third round picks now, which will help us in making these trades. So let's get well before. Oh no, I'll show you guys that in the trading screen. It doesn't even need to be in the contracts. I'll show you guys what I'm thinking for making these trades. But let's get right into this. Go into the trade deadline. One game against the Boston Bruins here. See if we can pull out a win here. 2-0. Very good. Okay, so I got venture GM mode status too. And oh yeah, I forgot about this. I was looking through the free agency thing. He was probably up there for a while, but I didn't even notice that Braden Holtby was never even signed. So I just decided to sign him for in case Bernier gets hurt during the playoffs. I know I could trust Braden Holtby back there, even though he's not the best overall. I know what he can do. So let's go into trade negotiations here. Now, let's go into propose a trade, and I want to show you guys this first. Let's go into the years left. See who has left. Now, I want to do this because I want to show you guys who we have to sign during this off season and who we are going to do. So let's see. So let's look at this. Okay, so Keegan Lowe. Now, here's the thing. Keegan Lowe is going to be he's kind of sitting on the fence right now. He is 81 overall. He is a top 6 defenseman. He is going to be wanting a lot of money. Now, the thing is, if we can get these trades to go through, Keegan Lowe is probably going to be on the outside looking in because we are probably going to really bolster up this defensive core. Now, I know he's going to be wanting, like I said, I know he's going to be asking a lot of money. We could trade him at the draft potentially, or we could sign, if we have the money, we have the space, we could sign him in free agency and then trade him during free agency because I should also mention this. During free agency, we're probably going to trade Tommy Solanin and Christensen because one, they're making a lot. They're making 5 mil combined for fourth liners. I think I can get. I could think I can find some guys in free agency who I could sign for a lot cheaper than them too. I know they're really good in their defensive categories. I know Christensen is for being a power forward, and Solanin is too, being good at faceoffs. But I think that I can find some guys who are better suited for that fourth line to free up some cap space as well. So I could trade those guys in free agency as well. So Keegan Lowe is going to be on the outside looking in. If we can sign him, good. If not, then we're probably just going to have to release him in the free agency. There's nothing really we can do about that. Jamie McBain, obviously, we're going to need to sign so he stays. Lindquist, Johansson, don't worry about these guys. Don't worry about them. Jacob Voracek, Alex Galchenyuk, yes, both of them are going to be needing to sign. Luke Schenn might be the same thing for Keegan Lowe, depending on who we sign and if we sign people. It'll have to be between. I think it's probably going to have to be between if we either sign Luke Schenn or Keegan Lowe, depending on how good they get. So we'll have to wait on them. Cousins, yeah. Braden Colburn is probably another person, but I think Braden Colburn is probably going to get traded in this trade deadline. So we'll probably trade Braden Colburn away. And, oh yeah, Eric Wellwood we're going to need to sign as well. So, a bunch of those guys we're going to need to sign. Now, there's also another person we're going to need to trade, and there he is. He's just not turning out the way he is, and I think we could get a completely better person for Matthew Dumba, because by the time Matthew Dumba gets to maybe like 80 overall, it'll probably be within 2 years before he actually gets a place on the team in which for him on the defensive core. And it depends too. He may not even get to 70 or 80 overall till maybe like 3 years. So he's just not turning out the way we thought he would. So I think we're going to trade him away as well in this trade deadline. So let's do him first. So let's get rid of Matthew Dumba first. Now, I was looking through a bunch of these teams, and if we go to Florida, now I know Florida, now I know, like you guys say, I hate trading to teams in the Eastern Conference, but Florida actually has a very interesting person that I may want to get. Alex Petravic. Now he is a two-way defenseman. He's the same. It's kind of funny because both of these guys came from the exact same team. Whatever their junior league team were, they both came from the exact same team. But Petravic is 85 overall. He's 24 years old. He's, I think, 2 or 3 years older than Dumba, and he's same potential. Petravic is probably going to still get better by the time Dumba gets better. Petravic will be this way. Petravic is how Dumba probably would turn out in 3 years or so. So why not? Why wait when he's standing right in front of you right now? His defensive category is very good for a two-way defenseman. Offense is very good. His shooting is very good. Puck's very good skater. His senses are a little bit low, but that'll get better just because he's still in his mid-age, around 24, but that'll get better. Not the most physical defenseman, but he's very good in the defensive category. So I think we may want to pick up Alex Petravic from the Florida Panthers. So let's put him on the table. Now, I do have a lot of these thirds, so why not? Let's give them my third because I have plenty of thirds. And since we picked up Braden Holtby, I can give away this Gartrusa guy because he's not even really that good, is he? Yeah, he's a 2.5-star thing. He's the same thing as Braden Holtby. Braden Holtby is, so we can give him away. Now, Dumba, I think his trade value is a little bit less than Petrovic's. It might be around even. It looks a little bit less, but Florida wants everything on here, so they do want the third. They do want the Mikhail Gartrusa. Yeah, I think this could go through. And besides, Petrovic has a... Oh, yeah, I never checked his contract. What is it? 3 years at 3.7? Perfect. Perfect. That's exactly what I want, too. By the time he's like 27, he'll probably want a pretty good contract as well. So, he may even want the same contract, so we'll see. I think this will definitely benefit us in the long run. And in essence, Alex Petrovic goes right into the defensive core. Probably Shea Theodore can get called back down to the minors. Petrovic can go right in here, so... That'll be very good. So, Dumba a third and Gartrusa for Alex Petrovic. I think this would go through. Will it go through? Yes, it did. I'm happy to accept this proposal on behalf of the Florida Panthers, and we consider it a done deal. Very good trade. Yeah, I know this was going to happen with the lines and whatnot. It doesn't matter. We can just do best lines. We'll fix the lines afterwards. Okay, so that's a very good trade, I think, in my opinion. Very, very good trade. So, that's that. Next person, Braden Coburn. Now, there were also... Now, if we go to Colorado, because, let's see, now, this one I know I want to trade to a Western Conference team. Now, I do want to get this guy, Duncan Simons, because he is actually looking pretty good. He's a defensive defenseman, same thing like Coburn. I tried to look for most of these guys. Top 6. He's 4.5 gold stars, so he's really good. He's really young, 22 years old. He is going to need... Oh my god, I can't talk. He is going to be... You know what? I can't even say it. We need to sign him this coming off season because he's only has a 1-year contract, 5.2 mil. I have no problem signing Duncan Simons on our team, and he is going to get better. He's the same thing as Luke Shen, so if we can have him over Luke Shen, I would be completely fine with that. And he's a defensive defenseman, same thing as Luke Shen. So I would definitely be okay with that because remember, with Petrovic in there, he now takes Theodore's spot. Theodore moves down. Theodore is still going to get better, and Duncan Simons takes Coburn's spot. We have a really good defensive core. A really good defensive core. So, Duncan Simons, like I said, his defensive category is very good. Skating is very good. Is pretty physical. Senses, like I said, it's not that good yet because he's still young. Now, if we take a look let's look at his defensive stats one more time. 88, 85, 87. Okay, remember that. 85, 85, 87. Comer's is 87, 89. Simons is still going to get better just because he's young and he's 4.5 gold stars. So he's definitely going to get better. So, let's throw him in there. So we throw in Duncan Simons. Now, I know there's a couple guys on here I think that Colorado wanted. Yeah, they want... where are they? Where are the 3-star guys at? There they are. Okay, so we could give them Smoskowitz or Maramaki because they're 3-star guys, and like I said, I really didn't plan on using these guys anyway. They are playing on the AHL team, but we have plenty of 3.5-star guys that can take their place, and plus there's plenty of other guys that aren't even listed on here that can take the place as well. So we could give them Smoskowitz. I'm going to overextend on this a lot, and Maramaki on the team. So we could throw those guys in there, and that would go through. It looks like that would go through, but Their trade values are really good, actually. So let me see if I can get somebody else. I do have 3 phones, remember. They have any pretty good rookie guys? They have any 3-star guys as well. Goncharov, Ulrich. They have a 3.5-star guy. This is Troy Rutkowski. They're willing to give away anything. Just their draft picks. They're really valuing their draft picks a lot. What do I want to do? That looks like that would go through right away. Colorado has the cap space. It's kind of even. I'm really overextending on this a lot, but they're really stubborn. I really doubt they would want to give him away. So let's just do that. Let's just give them that. Braden Cobra, Dillis Moskowitz, and Timo Markamaki for Duncan Simons. Will this go through? Yes, it will. This is a really good deal for us here in Colorado, so definitely we are saying yes to this one. I hope you know what you're doing. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I overextended a lot. That's perfectly fine. I really don't care. We'll do best lines again. And I think we're done. Yeah, we're done. We don't really need to do anything. So we pretty much got all the trades we want. Let's check out the other ones. So Colorado's being pretty busy as well. They got a 2016 first-round pick from the Rangers. The Rangers got P.A. Parento and Jamie McGinn. I think we gave Jamie McGinn to Colorado, too. I forget that. But we got Alex Petravic and Duncan Simon. So now our defensive core is totally stacked up with our offense. Now we just need to work on our offense a little bit just to get some guys up there. So that's very good. No one coming at us. Nope. We don't really need to do anything else. Let's check out these other trades. So, wow, the Rangers got Magnus Pajärvi from the Edmonton Oilers, and the Oilers got Andrew Ference and a 2013 third-round pick from the Islanders, so that's pretty good as well. Good thing. Oh, man, the Islanders are really stacking up their team. Who's calling us? Ooh, Phoenix is calling us. So let's see what Phoenix wants to do. They want to take our first-round pick from Chicago for Rostislav Klesla. Now, Klesla is a top 6, but we already we bolstered up our defense pretty much as it is, but so we don't really know this. It's a good trade, but no, thank you. Phoenix, we already have our defense as it is already laid out. Yeah, so the Islanders are really making a push for this playoffs, man. They're going to be a tough team. Very tough team in this playoffs. Anyone else calling us? Nope. Okay, so the Detroit Red Wings got Steve Montador, David Moss. Winnipeg got a 2017 first. Anybody else calling us? Nope, no one's coming at us. Okay. We got done everything we wanted to get done. So very good. Taylor Pyatt is placed on waivers. He only has 1 year left. He's a 4th liner. View his info. Nah, he's not really that good at all. Power forward. Nah, we don't need him. No, thank you. Okay, so got done those trades. Very good trades that we had gone. So let's edit these lines out, because now we have best lines on everything, so we need to change these lines all up. So let's go to edit lines. Best line. No, I don't want to do that. Best lines, please. Thank you. Alright, so let's change this around. Galchenyuk, Drew, Voracek, yep. Skinner goes up here. Ennis over on the left. Simmons over here. Shen, Wellwood, and Callahan, Couturier, Slane over here, Christensen. There we go. Okay, so the offense is done. Okie doke. So who's? I didn't mean to do that. Okay, roll roster moves. I still need to do this anyway. Actually, don't think I do. Let me see. Who's sitting? Who is sitting right now? Who's scratched? Shea Theodore is scratched. He's the only one scratched. Okay, so roster moves. Just go to defensemen. Much quicker. Shea Theodore, you can go back down to the minors. Okay, so man, look at this offense this defense we have placed right now. So first line is going to be now Alex Petravic and Jamie McBain. Second line is going to be Brandon Manning and Duncan Simons. Third line is going to be Joseph Morrow and Luke Shen. Very good. Very good. So two-way defenseman, offensive defenseman. Two defensive defensemen, two-way defensemen, and 2 offensive defensemen. So very good. We have variation everywhere. So we got two-way offense, two-way D, offense, defense. Very good. I like the layout of that. Okay, so now we have to fix this power play. Voracek goes up here. Alex Galchenyuk, Voracek. McBain and Petravic. Yep. With Mara. Who has the better offensive category? Does Duncan? Well, Duncan Simons is a defensive defenseman. Yeah, we still gotta give it to Morrow. Okay, so Ennis, Skinner, and Simmons. Yep, that's how I want it. Brandon Manning and Joseph Morrow. Yep. Foreign power play Giroux and Galchenyuk, Skinner, and Voracek. Yeah, so Voracek is now going to sit off of the power play. We'll let Tyler Ennis play on the power play. So Jamie McBain and Petravic, Skinner and Ennis with Morrow and Brandon Manning. Yep, that's on the power play. Penalty kill now. We want Ryan Callahan, who has a better face-offs. I think Wayne Simmons has better face-off. No, they had the same. I forgot. So Ryan Callahan and Wayne Simmons with Jamie McBain has a very good defensive category, as I know. Alex Petravic has also a very good defensive category. Duncan Simons has very good. Now it's between Brandon Manning. Oh, I think Luke Shen has a better defensive category than Brandon Manning. Yep. Luke Shen play on there. Luke Shen gets on there. So Ryan Callahan, Simmons with Salainen. And no, do we want Brandon? I forget who we had there. Shen doesn't have the best defensive category. He has the good face-off, so we'll still leave Salainen in there with Eric Wellwood. That's how we had it. Penalty kill line 1, Callahan and Simmons taking the face-offs. McBain, Petravic, Simons, and Luke Shen. That's that. Giroux and Voracek. Skinner and Ennis with McBain, Petravic, Brandon Manning, Simons, and then we want Braden Shen and Alex Galchenyuk. Yeah, with Luke Shen and Joseph Morrow. Okay, so extra attackers, Giroux, Voracek. Goalies, we got Jonathan Bernier and Holtby's down the minors. Okay, so we'll just leave this Bernard guy in there for right now. When the playoffs come, we'll move Braden Holtby up. And I shoot out Giroux, Voracek, Galchenyuk, Ennis, and Skinner. Okay, that's a deadly shootout. Okay, so that's that. Now we got to go to this crappy thing again. So Nick Cousins, BOJoeKO, and who's sitting? Okay, so we have to scratch the guys who we want. Dennis Hamill. No, we don't need to do roster moves. We don't need to do roster moves for that. So Hamill, take a seat. And Adolf goes in. So he goes up here. Because he is 3.5 stars, right? Yep, all these guys are 3.5 stars. So next, Fedorov. Actually, we'll give Fedorov priority over Adolf because he's already up there. Adolf Raikkonen, does he have? No. Who else is sitting? Eunice Grask has 3 gold stars, so we'll leave him down there. Fitzmaurice has 3.5 gold stars, so we want to sit Bordson. We're gonna sit Bordson, and Fitzmaurice comes in, so he goes up here with Adolf. What position is he? Fitzmaurice is a left wing, so we'll put him on here. Johansson goes in there. Who else? Who else doesn't need to play? Andrew Rowe. Oh, yeah, Ikonen. Shit. He needs to play on that first line. So Andrew Rowe can take a seat. And oh, Maklahov needs to play too. So Ikonen comes in. It needs to be Ikonen. It needs to be Ikonen. Yeah. BOJoeKO, Ikonen, Cousins, and Ikonen. That needs to be Fedorov, Adolf, and Fitzmaurice. Adolf is a center, I know that. Okay, who's next? Maklahov needs to play as well. So who else can sit? Bombach, you can take a seat. And Maklahov comes in. Really think this guy's Jewish, but whatever. Johansson goes up here. Holmstrom can stay up there. Well, actually, no. Rask can go up here. Johansson goes up here. Reichen and Holmstrom and Lindqvist. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I think that's set up. Let's just check the offensive guys. I don't think there's anybody else playing. Pominville, we don't need to play. He's only 2.5 gold. And yeah, I think we're good. Reichenen is playing. Okay, so I think we're done. I think we're done with the offense. Defense, Jamveski, you take a seat for now. Shea Theodore gets to play up here. King and Low. Ovatu and Bordone. Oduya and Subban. Do we have any other defensemen? Or did we give them all away? Javeski is seating Keegan Lowe, Oduya, Pominville, Subban. Yeah, we gave them all away. So Jamveski will get to play. Who do we want to give it to? Oduya and Subban. Subban only has 2 gold stars. So we'll sit Subban. We'll throw in Jamveski can actually play. Says Subban. Subban could get scratched. So there we go. Keegan Lowe, Theodore. That's really all I care about is just those 2 guys. Ovatu, Bordone, Javeski, Oduya. Okay, now this comes again. Bajork, Cousins, Ikonen. So Bajork, Cousins, Ikonen with Keegan Lowe. His offense is actually pretty good. Yeah, his offensive category is not bad. And Shea Theodore. And then we want Fedorov, Adolf, and Fitzmaurice. Fedorov, Adolf, Fitzmaurice. Fitzmaurice with Ovatu and Bordone. 4-man power play. Cousins, Ikonen with Adolf and Fedorov. Love editing lines. Bordone and Ovatu. Those 2 get switched around. Penalty kill. Just put the 2-way forwards on there, so it should be Bajork and Fitzmaurice. Bajork and Fitzmaurice with Keegan Lowe and Theodore. And then other 2-way defenseman. Adolf is a 2-way defenseman as well, so yeah, we leave him in there. And so we have Bajork and Fitzmaurice, Adolf, and Maklahav. Maklahav goes in, Ovatu and Bordone. Yep, just keep the same things as they are. Oh, that was a 4-man power play. Damn it. Did that wrong. Crap, screwed that up. Okay. Cousins. Keegan Lowe, Theodore, yeah. Just leave that the way it is. It doesn't even matter. Penalty kill needs to be Bajork, Fitzmaurice. Fitzmaurice. Adolf. And Maklav. Keegan Lowe and Theodore, Bordone, and Ovatu. Switch those guys around. 3-man penalty kill, same thing. Bajork and Adolf, I'll throw in. Bajork and, where's Bajork and Fitzmaurice. So it should be Maklav. King Low and Theodore, get them all the playing time that they need. 4-on-4, Cousins, Ikonen, King Low and Theodore with Bajork and Adolf. Throw Adolf in the center. over to Bordone. And then Fedorov and Maklahov. And Oduya and Jamveski. And key extra attacker is going to be Nick Cousins and Ikonen. Braden Holtby's now starting. Baskahula can get scratched. Risco goes in. We'll keep playing Risco. Holtby will be the backup. Shootout. Cousins, Ikonen, Bajork, Fedorov, and Adolf. Okay. Alright. We are all done. Okay, so very good trade deadline there. Our defense is now bolstered up to his house, as you guys can tell. Really good defensive core now, with all really good potential guys for them to get better. So that's really good. They're going to get a lot better. So our defense is good. Offense is still as it is. Very good, top 6. We're still going to need to do some search in the free agency in the offseason this coming year for good fourth liners. Get rid of some of the guys with big contracts. Freed up a good bit of cap space, if I do say so myself. Let's look at the contracts really quick. See how much cap space we now have left. We do have 1.8. We still have 21.7 mil to work with, yeah, this coming season. But now if we look at the contracts this year coming up, we now need to sign McBain, Voracek, and Luke Shen are unrestricted. Wellwood, Simons, and Galchenyuk. So we really only need to sign... We just need to sign 6 guys with 21 mil. I think we could do that. Yeah, I really think we could do that fairly easily. I think that won't be a problem at all. That's just all the skaters. There's no goalies that we need to sign, right? Yeah, Bernard. You don't have to worry about that. Yep, so it's just 6 guys with a 21.7 mil to work with this coming off season. Not a problem. And I think we are good. So, very good trading deadline. Now we're just going to finish the season. In the next video, going into the playoffs, see what happens. There's no doubt in my mind that we'll make the playoffs, but we'll have to see what seed we get, and maybe by some magical thing we can win the President's Trophy, but we'll have to see. So, very good trading deadline, and we'll get the rest of the season rolling in the next video.